Hey guys, it's Destiny from FateofDestinee. You're looking at a Smith & Wesson 357 Magnum 686P. I decided to feature this gun for this video because I realized I haven't really done any videos on it. I think I have like a 15, 30 second, somewhere in that range clip of me shooting it at the range. But I really think this deserves a little more attention than that. It's a really fantastic weapon. Steel construction, Hogue grips. It's got a great feel. I like that the barrel is the 4-inch barrel, so it's, I don't know, for me it feels like it's tougher. Initially I thought, revolvers, they're cowboy guns, it's going to be weird, using that today's age when we have, fully auto and semi-auto pistols, but they really do, they work, and they're just fantastic weapons, and I think the Smith & Wesson is just a great example of that. So I'm going to feature it in some of the video today. And even though I started off with showing you the Magnum, because it is so fantastic, I'm not actually going to focus on it for this video. I am going to focus on instead 10 things you shouldn't do at the range. It's not by any means the only 10 things you shouldn't do, or even necessarily like in some order of the most important 10 things, just 10 things. Actually, if you guys think of anything else that I missed or that I should include, let me know in the comments, and I'll update this video, which I just thought would be neat. So number one, not because it's more important than others, just one of the first things that comes to mind is to follow your range's rules. Every range is going to have its own rules, like limitations to how many rounds you can have in a magazine, or I know some ranges limit what ammunition specifically, like either you buy the ammunition specifically from that range, or you can't rapid fire, whatever. It's particular to the range. It's super important. If they're going to let you shoot there, you follow the rules. Alright, so number two, I'm just going to kind of go in the order of how I think about when you approach the range. When you get there, a lot of ranges have like a showroom or, display cases. When you arrive there, you don't want to show up with a loaded gun, like from your car to the showroom to the lanes. Start off with an unloaded weapon. Rule number 3, it's the first cardinal rule of firearms handling. There is no such thing as an unloaded weapon. Even when someone has just cleared the weapon and handed it to you, the first thing that you need to do is clear it yourself. So in my case, I'm going to look down the cylinder and down the barrel. And even after I've cleared it, I'm going to handle the weapon as though it's loaded, because it's still very potentially dangerous and it needs to be respected. Number 4, second cardinal rule of firearms handling. Don't point the weapon at anything you don't wish to destroy. This is a lethal piece of machinery, and you really have to respect it for that, even if you just followed rule number 1. Number 5. The third cardinal rule of firearms handling. It has to do with this area. Keep your finger off the trigger and outside of the trigger guard until you're ready to fire at your target. So right here, that's just fine. Number 6 is the fourth rule of gun safety. Always be aware of your target and what's behind your target. So number 7 that I want to talk about is respect the other people at the range, because you're not the only one shooting there. So you don't want to like tap somebody on the shoulder and disrupt their concentration. I mean, it doesn't mean you can't be sociable, because, I like talking to other people about firearms. It's exciting, and I really like to know other people's opinions. And meeting other people at the range who like to shoot, great opportunity. But there's, a time and a place. Another thing, just with that, clean up after yourself. If you've got brass all around the place, it's just respectful. So number 8 is watch what you say, because you're around other people. You don't want them to be uncomfortable. So things like anything that would make people think maybe you're some kind of like scary sociopath, like don't talk about how much you hate your ex or the government, or anything like that that would make people kind of question what your motives are as a gun owner or a gun user. So number 9, watch what you wear. A lot of people who are going to be at the firing range with you, or gun owners especially, they're more of a conservative kind of crowd. So you don't want to wear anything that's going to single you out or make some kind of adverse political statement. For ladies also, watch the kind of low-cut tops you're wearing, because you're going to have some hot brass flying, and it's not going to be fun. It's going to hurt, you're going to jump, you're going to want to fling it right out, and you're also going to be holding a firearm, which is probably not the safest way of handling it. And lastly, you don't want to dress like this. I hate society. So emo. So our last thing, number 10, is I just like to be comfortable when I'm shooting, especially because when I go down the range, I like to spend a good chunk of time out there. So I'm going to be on my feet standing the whole time, so I like to wear comfortable shoes. Unlike this. So I can't wait to take this out to the range. So because I have a couple of range videos coming up, I thought it was appropriate to kind of go over a few of the things I think are important to be thinking about, aware of when you're heading out to the range. So this is definitely, like I said before, not a complete list. And actually, I would really like your feedback. Tell me some of the things you think are important when you go to the range. If I missed something you really think I should include, send me a comment, and I will update this video. So I just stopped the video real quick to show you guys something. I got a couple of email requests talking to me like, hey, you know, I know you have some other interests outside of just guns. One of them happens to be art, and someone wanted to see a little bit of the art that I'd done. So I'm just going to show one picture. If you don't like it, hey, that's cool. But this guy is a self-portrait in charcoal. It's done in the style of Alberto Giacometti. But yeah, it's just a fun little exercise. You know, me before I cut my hair. But anyway, thanks for watching.